Hello, this is Frontline here. Welcome back to another episode of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. And in the last episode, I cut a tiny bit short, not very much. Honestly, it was still a decent episode length. Did I just like put away my weapons twice? Anyway, whatever. So we cut a little short, but I'm going to replay the vision because I haven't done that in a few episodes. What we did in the last episode was we died a lot. I do not want to admit that, but we did die a lot. I broke my promise on making us not die for the rest of the episode after I died way too many times. But yeah,
as you wish.
I already saved. So anyway, what was I saying? We are going to be in this episode going to the end of the game. I will play to the end. Even if the episode is a lot longer than it normally is, I believe that this last episode should be played to the end. If not, well, then I'm just a liar at this point. But, and I will gladly, well, I won't gladly accept that, but I'll have to admit that. That was dumb.
That's not how it happened.
I knew that wasn't going to work, but I still wanted to try it. So, where do we go? Are we able to actually just go back from where we came from? Yeah, I believe we are. So anyway, we're going to climb to the top of the tower. I really believe that we are close to the end of well, I know we're close to the end of the game. Mostly because it says so in the various sequences. With the saving. With the saving, it says that we're like at 90-something% or whatever. And I already recognize this part. Once we get to the top of the tower, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's just that plot points develop. Plot points develop so that it ends up being that I can't spoil anything, and that makes this really hard to describe. You guys know what I'm saying. Like, whenever you're trying to, like, say, oh, like, something happens at the end of, like, this show or whatever, and you can't actually say what happens. It's hard to describe to the person, oh, well, it's cool, and you're just going to have to believe me on it. But that's really all you can say. You can't say anything else. That's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. Maybe I have to jump up onto this. Okay, yeah, that's what I need to do. There we go. Which way do we go? I'm betting we go this way. And I really like the ending to Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I haven't played the rest of the Prince of Persia games because I don't remember them being regarded as good sequels. I mean, this game was really good. I think that definitely was a good standalone game on its own, and some of the sequels might have like took away from the initial experience that this game had on a lot of its fans. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just play them either in a series or on my own. It really depends on. Please don't tell me I have to start from the beginning.
That's not how it happened.
Because I have to start from the beginning. I'm going to cut ahead. I'm going to finish my thought process because I'm just talking to you guys. So what I was saying is that I might have to at some point play the other Prince of Persia games. I might just get like a bundle of them. I might not get a bundle because I already have the Sands of Time. Why would I get a bundle if I have that? Unless I save money. But I might just have to get the other games just to see what they're like. It's not like the series is going to continue, because I believe Assassin's Creed pretty much replaced Prince of Persia in Ubisoft's mind. And yeah, that's just kind of how that went, unfortunately. But I will have to see whether or not there's some sort of random plot. Maybe like a plot hole. That's not the right word for it. I'm trying to describe, like, maybe there's some sort of like plot gap. Like, people were anticipating like Half-Life 3 for the longest time, but that game's never going to come out. It's like, I don't know how to describe that in any better terms, though. Do I have to fall? I can't. I can't imagine myself having to fall here. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm going upward. I think I'm going upward anyway. So here's this. Up there, I believe, is extra ledges. So I know I was going upward before. Maybe I just need to go like this from that height, and then, yep, there I am able to climb back up. Because I thought I would have to go down, but nah, I have to go this way. Anything in here? This almost just seems like an empty tower. Ooh, it's water. Yeah, I don't need water right now, but would have been nice if there were some sand bats or something that would have tried to attack me earlier. Which there might be here eventually. Oh, look! Speak of the sand bat. And of course, I'm not going to go all the way back just for a little bit of measly water. So, yeah, I'm just going to go across. I mean, again, it's like maybe like one sip of water would be able to heal me from the sand bat's pain. Come on, guys. Are you guys going to just fly away? Okay, you will. So, where do we go from here? I'm betting we're going to have to break through that bit, maybe? Or maybe I'm wrong. Because it's kind of interesting. Oh, I need to turn to see it. Because right there, it was patched up. I almost thought that we were going to like break through that, but maybe not. Maybe it's just only boarded up so that you don't mistake it for a place that you actually need to go to. I don't know how you'd actually get into that tower normally, though. I don't think there's any stairs. Where do I go? Well, there's a flag there. I believe that is... Yeah, that should be within jumping range. Yep, okay. It wasn't, but the ledge on top of it was, so I didn't die. I don't like dying, and it's kind of annoying when I do. Hello guys, I know it was literally no time for you, but I have been recording this for a really long time now. This is my third time trying to record this part. The first time, the audio for the recording didn't work. The second time, this audio didn't work, so you literally couldn't hear me for the last, like, half of the episode, 2/3 of the episode. So, let's try this again. Let's hope that this ends up being a good run. Not up a wall, but a good run for video making. Here we go. So, we go over here. Now we get to see this scene. Audio's working fine. That's a good sign. His hand is bleeding, trying to hold on to the dagger. If you can't tell what that is with the olden graphics.
Farah, no!
And there goes Farah. So let's try to rewind time to make sure that she doesn't ever fall. Well, she ran out of sand, completely used up the entire dagger. So, we still don't have sand, but at least we have a dagger. If anything. We get to face up against these guys, which are extremely annoying to face up against. It's really hard to get sand for them too, just because our sword automatically makes them disintegrate. So we have to make them attack each other if we're going to be able to get anything from them. Only if one of them disarms their own self does it make it so that they're on the ground so that we can collect it. Because I'm pretty sure that this doesn't work. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to collect this guy though. I'm going to try it though. Because Because if I jump over this guy, yeah, if I try to collect his sand that way, it doesn't work because it would have already hit him. So I guess that's one way of like doing it well. Oh, look, I can get both of these guys. If I can get to the other one in time. Which I did! Wow, that was actually... my prince really did a weird animation, but I was able to do it. That's pretty cool. I don't think that in this scene you're able to do much with your sand though. Maybe if you never got any of the sand tanks, you'd be able to fill it up faster and you'd be able to like use your special abilities up in a lot quicker of succession. So anyway, let's try to take on these guys. I don't know how many there came originally. How am I not able to hit this guy? Does he just not exist or something? Like, yeah, it seemed like he just didn't like process as a entity for a while there. Ow, that hurt me. Ha, blocked. Grab. Almost grab. I'm going to get you still. There we go. Yeah. It's like I try to grab him and then it's like I just hit some random like weird barrier wall. Ooh. Come on, fight's almost over. I think these are just the last 4 guys. Block! Oh, I wasn't able to block in time. Wait, I thought that guy was dead. Or, oh, now I died. So I'm going to rewind time because I can. It's not just imminent death every single time I die, which is awesome. Because otherwise, I definitely would have been supremely annoyed after having recorded the session maybe like 4 times altogether. Or I guess this is my 3rd, but still, I've recorded for way longer than I was trying to. It's enjoyable, I really do like this game, but after a while, it does become infuriating. You have to be the last guy. Oh, block, block, block. Pfft. Drink, drink, drink. No one's attacking me, so I'm going to drink pretty much until my health's full. Yep, there we go. Was that the last guy? It was. Haha, we did it. Technically didn't need to drink then. And now, this is a really interesting vision. It actually shows the places that we've been. Like the sewers, the palace where our father, we had to kill the sand creature of our father. This area, like, this is where we emerged from the different caverns. It's like all of them are just blank slates, like no sand creatures inside of them, just like almost ghost towns in a way. I don't know how else to describe them. I technically didn't need to save the game though,
Done.
because I already have a
I'll
save
start
game,
the story from here next
as you
time.
saw.
Bravely I had fought and slain my enemies. Honor and glory were mine. But though I fight until the desert sands themselves were red with blood, I could not bring back the dead.
But can you bring back the dead? That's really the question. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys and turn up the volume so you guys can see this little section.
No. No.
The girl is unimportant. Now, give me the dagger, and I will give you power. Eternal life will be yours.
Live forever, when those I loved are dead and I to blame. I choose death. Do not be afraid. This belongs to you.
The dagger of time. But it is locked away within my father's treasure vault. How?
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I am and why I say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard. No further. I am the sun, and that is why I have come. To warn you and your father to arrest this treacherous vizier before he betrays you and brings ruin on us all. His signal is a flaming arrow shot into the air. Prevent him, and my father's army will know the traitor has been unmasked. They will turn back.
A wild tale indeed. I have a simpler version. A Persian soldier, lusting for glory, entered the chambers of the Maharaja's daughter and was slain by me. For your own safety, I suggest you flee.
Alright. Let's hope the audio is still working.
I will handle this intruder. Matrudevate mapahi.
So, our dagger was able to be refilled with the sands, which is pretty
What sorcery
awesome.
is this? Stop this at once!
It's probably just because we were able.
My lady, he came here to abduct you. Surely you do not believe him.
Because
He
like,
will betray you!
it's like
all
probably
will
because we
happen as I
put
have
like the
foretold.
stuff in the hourglass, we were able to get some of the sands back.
How inventive. Do not forget, he is a Persian soldier.
True.
What I told you is no story. It happened.
Or
I mean,
will happen.
Your exertions are most
That's
amusing.
interesting. I killed him faster than like the game meant for me to, because then he didn't actually finish his line of dialogue.
Let him be brought before my father. He will judge.
Haha.
Vizier, I
Cha.
have commanded you to stop.
Cha.
Do you disobey?
I've taken
dang it.
orders long enough from a senile fool and a sniveling rat. Your father was a great
If I do
warrior
a
in
wall
his
jump
youth,
over him, does that work?
or so he would have the world believe. A pity his son does not take after him.
I mean, it does work.
Then again, perhaps father and son are alike. It would appear that both share a taste for easy plunder.
you waste your breath. What little you possess.
You perceive my malady, the consumption that has robbed me of the youth that you so heedlessly squander.
He's trying to become immortal, basically. Or at least that's what I've gathered kind of from
Did you
the
really
information he
think
gives.
you could defeat me?
Old man.
Careful. Don't tire yourself.
Matrudevate mapahi. I will handle this intruder.
Theoretically, we'd be able to use our amazing, like, sand powers against him with, like, the, use of the one thing, I'm not sure what to call it, but we might as well use it now. Right there. Keep on. Again, 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 like that. And then... Bazoom. Right there. 'Cause that's the easiest way to take out those guys.
And so it ends. How will the Maharaja feel when he finds his only daughter slain by the son of his enemy? Do you have any last words you wish me to communicate to the princess? before I kill her.
Yeah, because he seems very threatening being able to kill the daughter at this point. I wonder what happens if I'd go into like the building, just kind of ignore him. I mean, I don't think anything would happen, but it'd just be kind of funny. It's like, because he does nothing. He literally just does nothing. He's pretty much like a static character here. An old man that I'm able to just kind of like take care of right then.
I could have been immortal.
Then it's true. He was a traitor.
Take this. Return it to your father's treasure vault.
Guard it well.
I owe you thanks. But why did you invent such a fantastic story? Do you think me a child, that I would believe such nonsense? I said I owe you thanks. You presume too much. Such a fantastic story. Do you think me a child, that I would believe such nonsense?
You're right. It was just a story.
Wait! I don't even know your name.
Just call me Kakolukia.
Alright, now time for the camera to focus back in on my face again. See how long that takes. There we go. Now I actually look like a person. Alright, so as long as the audio is still working, I'm going to kind of talk on with the end of this game. I really do like Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia has always been one of my favorites with the story, and I also really love this ending music. It's like you got like a hint of it earlier. I gave you guys a little bit more time with the music than I gave in my previous recordings, but yeah, anyway, just kind of tossing that aside, this has been a good series. This will be the final episode. I probably won't come back to the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time unless I come up with some sort of like challenge with it. Maybe like the one thing to take from this is that it's probably best to never collect sand clouds, because like especially that one power where we're able to like dash and dash and dash towards a person, that's actually an extremely useful skill that may come in handy in like many fights. So it only would make it harder to get that ability if you have such a large sand tank that you need to fill up. But yeah, anyway, that was just one thing I learned from this, and just kind of going on to the whole entire walkthrough thing. I'll be doing another walkthrough eventually. I have two ideas of what I'm going to do next. I'm not going to say them because I'm still deciding what I'm going to be doing, but they're going to be modern games. They're not going to be like this on the Xbox. If you were inspired to play this game though, which I hope you were because I enjoyed it, if you do want to see it, it's out on the Xbox One. It came out just recently. I mean, by the time this is released, it'll probably have been a month past already, because it was released at E3, where you could actually backwards compatibility play original Xbox games instead of just the 360 games, because it was a big deal when the 360 games came out. But Prince of Persia actually was one of the 12, I believe it was, that actually came out for the original Xbox. You can play on there. I've been keeping on playing on the 360. The 360 is still the one I used for the whole series because it didn't come out originally, and I can't transfer my saves over there. So if I'm ever going to play it again, I'll probably play it on the Xbox One and just go through the series. Like, with the lessons I learned. But yeah, anyway, for the next walkthrough, you'll get to see what it is. I'll still have to decide on what it's going to be. This was a really cool experience. I don't think there's anything else really for this episode. Just I kind of wanted to skip past the credits there. But anyway, this has been Frontline, and I'll see you at the next walkthrough we decide to go through with our amazing story here. But anyway, I'll see you guys all later. Bye. The spikes are... What's...
Help me! Help me! Help me!
I closed up! I reopened it!
No! No! Oh no!
There's one inside. There's one inside.
Hugs is down.
Why am I the only one
I don't
that
know.
died?
Probably because you just suck.